So they are the JV team coached by Mark Hamilton, as you see the Greencastle Tiger Cubs. And then they're getting ready to introduce the Edgewood Mustangs. Edgewood last night was supposed to play South Vermilion on the road, but that game has been moved to December 3rd because the Edgewood football team hosted East Central in the sectional last night. Mustangs falling up short in that game, 57-22. So Edgewood, just their second game this season. Again, that South Vermilion game on the road will be December the 3rd at South Vermilion. So as they are introducing the Edgewood girls, also on the bench for Kurt Simic is Kylie Jarrett, a Bloomington North graduate, former Indiana All-Star, played at Ball State University, was on the Ball State team that upset the University of Tennessee in the first round of the NCAA tournament. So we got Greencastle in the purple, Edgewood in the white, and we are underway here. 7-minute quarters in JV. As Edgewood with the ball. This is Claire Sherfield, number 11. And immediately great defense by Greencastle as Sherfield couldn't give it up, and it was a 5-second call, and it will be Greencastle ball. So the Tiger Cubs with it. This is Kennedy Trigg, number 3. Number 11 is Reagan Chavez, guarded by Carly Sherfield, and they're going to call the foul. And they're going to call that on Carly Sherfield. That is her first and the team's first. So Trigg with the ball for Greencastle. Our officials, Seth Debro and Chris Bruce. Seth Debro, a 1997 grad of Bloomington North, played on the state championship team. Last one-class state champion. Kurt Simic was an assistant coach on that team under Tom McKinney. Good defense so far by both teams. Edgewood keeping Greencastle out on the perimeter right now. Not being able to get a shot. Greencastle, good ball movement. As we are a minute into this game, and then it is a double dribble call on Anna Zellers. Again, both teams' defensive mentality. Edgewood prides itself on the defensive end, as this is Sarver, number 15. Gives it to Zoe Powell. She's going to take it in, gets fouled, and she'll get to go to the line. That's going to be on Sydney Doan, her first and the team's first. This will send Zoe Powell to the line, 5'6" freshman for the Mustangs. She did see some time the other night in the varsity game against West Vigo. She did not score. So Powell's first shot is up and good. And Edgewood on the board. This is a full freshman team for Mark Hamilton. Powell hits them both, and it is 2-0. Now here comes Trigg, and she is going to get fouled. And that is on Claire Sherfield. That's her first and the team's second. So here is Trigg with the ball, and then she lost her shoe, so the officials call a timeout. So she will inbound it. Trigg, got to find Chavez. She does. Trigg with it. Again, Edgewood all over them. Sealing Trigg off. She gets the shot to Doan. Shot no good. Long rebound, battle for it. On the floor is Claire Sherfield. It'll be a jump ball, and it will be Greencastle ball. Two to nothing early on. Trigg inbounds it to Chavez. Again, you see Edgewood right in front of you defensively. That's the mantra of Edgewood. Double teamed, and that will be a jump ball call, and it'll be Edgewood ball. That is how Edgewood plays. They play in your face defensively. Now Greencastle throwing on the press. Carly Sherfield breaks it. And now trying to avoid the 5-second call, she gets it to Clarke. Clarke throws it into Sarver. She can't hang on to it. And then Zellers with the steal. And then it's a double dribble call. Great pressure defense by Claire Sherfield to force Zellers with the double dribble, and it will be Edgewood ball. Clarke's going to inbound it. She'll get it to Carly Sherfield. She loses it off her foot. Chavez with the steal. 1-on-2. She's going to break through and get the bucket. She had a 1-on-2 mismatch. She got past both defenders and got the bucket, and we're tied up. Now underneath, Sarver on the nice feed from Carly Sherfield. Here comes Greencastle. Chavez guarded by Powell. Over to Doan. Gets it to Zellers. This is Doan. Gonna drive, put up a shot off glass, and it goes. Tied at 4. Here's the long pass from Carly Sherfield. Now to Clarke, underneath to Claire. She missed the shot, and it will be Greencastle ball. Doan's gonna get it in. She gets Trigg. Now there was the switch between the Sherfield twins. And now it's taken away by Powell. Up ahead. Claire Sherfield with the basket. 6-4, Edgewood. Here comes that pressure. Carly on Chavez, now double teamed. She gets away. The shot is up. It is no good. Battle for it underneath. Trigg comes up with it. Puts it up in the lane. May have gotten away with the travel. Sarver with the rebound. Both teams pushing the tempo. And then Trigg's going to get called for the foul. And she gave Carly Sherfield the bump. And now a timeout will be called as Mark Hamilton wants a 30-second timeout here with 2:48 to go in the first quarter. Again, you see the new coach for Edgewood, Kurt Simic, as the varsity head coach. 1-0 in his first year, beat West Vigo the other night, 45-31. Simic, a long-time assistant coach, both at Bloomington North and Edgewood. He coached under Gary Sims the last couple of years, taking over for Gary Sims, who retired from coaching. Sims still a teacher here in the Edgewood school system. And then, of course, we mentioned Kylie Jarrett, the assistant coach, and Mark Hamilton, the JV coach for the Mustangs. Mustangs will have the ball.
Yes. It's because it's picking up him and there's like an echo. No.
So Sherfield with the ball. Gets past Trigg, going to take it up, get fouled, and go to the line. That will be a foul on Doan. That's her second. This will send Carly Sherfield to the line. And shot is up and good. Substitutions, Juliet Tomichael, number 35, and number 5, Audrey Brennan, in for the Tiger Cubs. Those are the only 2 subs off the bench for Greencastle, so just 7 players they can use in the JV game. Sherfield's second free throw up and good, and the Mustangs have a 4-point lead. Here's that full court pressure. Brennan taken away. Battle for it on the floor. Jump ball. Possession arrow is with Edgewood. Kara Clarke going to inbound it. Carly Sherfield gets to the bucket. No good. Battle for it, rebounded by Brennan, gets it in the hands of Den, and now Trigg will bring it up the floor. Gets it to Zellers. Gets it to Tomichael. And then Sarver takes it away as Tomichael was trying to make the pass. Here is Clarke. Going to go down the lane, put up a shot. A lot of contact, no call, and then Clarke gets the bounce, and it is a 10-4 lead for Edgewood. Trigg. Shot gets fouled, will go in line. That will be on Carly Sherfield, her second foul, team's third. Now Kendi Trigg at the line, 5'3" sophomore for the Tiger Cubs. And this is the free throw substitution for Edgewood. Shayla Chambers, number 25, comes in. Claire Sherfield goes out. Edgewood has 8 players available tonight on the JV roster. Trigg's free throw is no good, rebounded by Powell. Here is the pressure picked up by Trigg. Trigg knocks it away out of bounds. It'll be Edgewood ball. Clarke going to inbound to Powell. Going to drive the lane, nice bounce pass to Sarver, can't hang on to it, out of bounds, Greencastle ball. Both teams playing very good defense. Again, JV, you can play up to, if you play JV and varsity, you can play up to 5 quarters a night. Trigg takes it, no good, rebounded by Chambers. And then she gets called for a travel. She was trying to find either get it back to Carly Sherfield or to Zoe Powell and took an extra step. So it'll be Greencastle ball with 1:31 left to go here in quarter number 1. Brennan has the ball. Again, Chambers all over her. Gets it to Zellers, to Tomichael, 35. Gets it to Trigg. And again, you see Edgewood absolutely all over you defensively. A lot of zone, a lot of switches into man. And wherever that ball goes, they are on that person. There is Den. Gets it to Trigg, under a minute to go. And Zellers gets called for the travel as she was coming off the screen. Took this extra step. Clarke going to get it to Powell. Up ahead, Sherfield. Sarver underneath, and Sherfield finds her, and Christian Arvin wants a timeout. 12-4 now. Edgewood leads with 46.5 seconds left. Again, Mark Hamilton, all freshmen on this JV roster. He has one sophomore, Michaela Schooling, on the roster, but she is not dressed tonight for JV. You look at Mark Hamilton, JV coach. Been the JV coach here for a few years. You look at the Greencastle bench, the varsity behind him. There is Todd Winland, the coach at the end of the bench, the varsity head coach. Winland last year was at Carmel. Had a great record for 4 years at Carmel, 87-20, won 3 sectionals. He was 24-3 last year, won the sectional, coached 2 Division I players, including 2018 Miss Basketball Amy Dilkett, who's now at Michigan, but he was let go after the season and has found a home at Greencastle. So it was a very tough offseason for Coach Winland, but he's found another home at Greencastle, and he's happy to be here as the Greencastle coach, and off to a good start, 1-0 as the Greencastle coach, looking for win number 2 this evening. So got 46 seconds to go here in quarter number 1. Varsity to follow 20 minutes after the conclusion of this one, as Greencastle will inbound. Den to Trigg. And here comes the pressure, and then Sherfield will get called for the foul. That is 3 on Carly, so Coach Hamilton has a decision to make. She has 3 fouls. And then Trigg is called for the carry call. Palming the ball. Now Chavez will come back in for Greencastle, and Tom Michael will go out. Clarke to inbound. Got to avoid the 5-second call. She does. Carly Sherfield underneath. Sarver puts it up and gets her 6th point of the game. 14-4. Mustangs lead. Sarver with 6. Trigg. And Sherfield's got to watch herself. She's got 3 fouls. Trigg puts up the shot. No good. Trigg going to put up a long 2. No good. Rebounded Sarver. 9. Clarke's got to get it up ahead to Powell. She misses the shot. Ball is knocked out of bounds. Will be Edgewood ball. With 2.7 seconds to go here. Clarke. Got to find somebody to avoid the 5. Chambers going to put it up at the buzzer. Too strong. Sarver off the glass and in for her 8th point. And Edgewood will go to the second quarter leading 16-4 over Greencastle here on Smithville Sports.
Whether you need an awesome wrap for your truck, a new look for your race car, or simply some great window tinting, Van Horn has you covered. Need accessories like step bars, bug shields, or toolboxes? Or how about a neon clock for the garage or den? Van Horn can take care of it. With years of experience, Van Horn gives you the professional look with the quality you deserve. Stop by our shop in Ellettsville, the big house behind McDonald's, or give us a call at 812-876-2230. You can also visit our website, vanhorn1.com. Van Horn Tint and Accessories, the place for your custom vehicle needs.
As we welcome you back to the Mustang Corral here at Edgewood High School, you look at Mark Hamilton talking to his JV team. 16-4, the Mustangs lead here as we get ready to start quarter number 2. Glad you could join us for Edgewood Mustang basketball on Smithville Sports. I am Nick Jenkinson, and so far it is Allie Sarver leading the way for the Edgewood Mustangs with 8 points. Carly Sherfield, Claire Sherfield, Kara Clarke, Zoe Powell all have 2 points apiece. Reagan Chavez and Sydney Doan both 2 points apiece for Greencastle. Edgewood a perfect 4-4 at the line. Greencastle 0-2 in that first quarter. Michaela Den will inbound it for the Tiger Cubs, along with Kennedy Trigg, Audrey Brennan, Reagan Chavez, and Anna Zellers, the 5 out on the floor for the Tiger Cubs. And knocked away by Claire Sherfield. Trigg gets it back. Gets it to Brennan. Again, that in-your-face defense Edgewood plays, causing Greencastle all sorts of problems. Den puts up a shot, no good. And here is number 12, Kara Clarke. Gets it to Claire Sherfield. Back to Clarke in the lane, and she gets the layup. Her 4th point of the ball game. 18-4. And then Claire Sherfield gets called for her 2nd foul, the team's 5th. So it will be Greencastle ball. 23 Bella Miles into the game for the Mustangs. As underneath, Den off the glass and good. And Greencastle cuts his lead to 12. Chavez with the steal. She gets it to Zellers. To Den. To Brennan. And then Powell takes it away. Ball is loose. And then Zellers gets it, throws it away. As Claire Sherfield brings it up. Bounce past Miles, puts up the shot, and good for Bella Miles, her first 2. Right there on the baseline, 20-6. Mustangs lead. Chavez gets it to Den, off glass and in, her 4th point of the ball game. 12-point lead for the Mustangs, and then a travel call on Chambers. And it'll be Greencastle's ball. Allie Sarver, 15, going to check back in. And then Hannah Lane, 22, will check in for the first time, replacing Chambers. Tom Michael, number 35, going to check in for the Tiger Cubs. He replaces Brennan. Greencastle going to inbound it, throws it to the feet of Chavez. Guarded by Clarke. Trigg going to put up a shot, baseline off the mark. Rebounded by Claire Sherfield. Here she comes, slicing through defenders in the lane, trying to find the open girl, and can't. Trigg comes the other way, wide open. Zellers puts up a wild shot as she lost her footing, and Lane with the rebound, and then will get fouled. Will be on Tom Michael, 35. That's her first and the team's 4th foul. 4.5 minutes to go here before the half. We will have a halftime feature for you, and now Clarke gets called for the travel. Last year, the Edgewood JV struggled at 4-12, off to a 1-0 start this year. And excited about this freshman class. We'll see several of them in the varsity game a little later on, as Claire Sherfield gets fouled. And that is the 5th team foul on Greencastle. That will be on Kendi Trigg. That's her 2nd. Team's 5th. And then Den just gets right in front of Lane and takes it away. She gets fouled and will go to the line. That will be on Clarke, her 1st, team's 6th. So Michaela Den at the line, 5'8" freshman. She's got 4 points tonight. Her first free throw is no good. Greencastle so far 0-3 from the charity stripe. That's a department that Edgewood struggles in. One more for Den. And it is good. That's the first free throw made by Greencastle, and it's an 11-point Edgewood lead. Here comes the pressure. Edgewood able to break it. Underneath is Sarver. They can't find her. Wide open. She was calling for it. Sherfield couldn't get it to her, and now Claire Sherfield's going to get called for her third. And now you've got, Greencastle will be in the 1-on-1. Shayla Chambers going to come back in. Claire Sherfield going out. So now you've got some foul trouble with both Sherfield twins at 3 apiece. And this will send Juliet Tomichael to the line, looking for her first points of the night. Her shot is up and good. It's a 10-point Greencastle lead, or Edgewood lead. So one more is up. It is no good. Rebounded by Kara Clarke. Gets it to Zoe Powell. Gets it to Hannah Lane. Chambers is open. They can't get it to her. Now they'll reverse it over to her. She's going to put it past, get past Den and score. 2 points for Shayla Chambers. Trigg misses it. Lane with the rebound. Here comes Chambers. Going to get it back into Powell. Over to Clarke. Powell in the lane. Shot up too strong. Rebound. Tomichael. Trigg's going to push. So we're just under 3.5 to go. Now Chambers with the steal. Here comes Clarke. And then it's knocked out of bounds. Will be Edgewood ball. Clarke will inbound it. Trying to got to avoid that 5-second call, and Powell gets it. Now they're looking. Now Clarke cutting down the lane, and she gets it to go for her 6 point. Edgewood's lead is 14. Much improved with a new crop of freshmen. There is Den, and it's taken away by Chambers. Stops, turns around, and puts it up and in for Shayla Chambers, her 4th point. And that lead is now 16. This is Zellers in the lane, too strong. Chavez with the offensive rebound, pulls it back out. Den drives past Lane, puts it up. No good. Den's going to pull that back out. And Greencastle will reset. Trigg. Going to kick it. Zellers in the corner for 3. Good. Greencastle's first 3 of the night, and it's cut to 13. Powell gets it to Lane. Bounce pass to Sarver. She can't hang on to it. Goes out of bounds. Greencastle ball. Bella Miles, 23, going to check back in. Kara Clarke going out for Edgewood. 1:39 left to go before halftime. And Varsity will follow about 20 minutes after conclusion of JV. This is Zellers with it. To Chavez. Be a foul. That will be on Hannah Lane. Her first, team's 8th. Greencastle in the 1-and-1, and will send Reagan Chavez to the line. 5'5" freshman. She scored 2 points so far this evening. Greencastle's got 5 freshmen and 2 sophomores on this roster. And she misses the free throw. Rebound to Zoe Powell. There is Powell in the lane, a lot of contact, and will go to the line. That will be on Chavez, her first, team's 6th. Sends Zoe Powell to the line, 5'6" freshman. She's got 2 points so far this evening. And she misses that free throw, the first miss of the night for Edgewood from the free throw line. 4 of 5 so far. Powell misses both. Miles, Greencastle fans want over the back on Miles, and they don't get it. And Den gets called for the foul. That will send Miles to the line. Number 23, 5'10" freshman for the Mustangs, got 2 points tonight. Her free throw is no good. Den with the rebound. And then it was knocked away by Powell. Out of bounds will be Greencastle ball. Edgewood ahead by 13. Victorious the other night over West Vigo, 44-18. Was talking to Coach Hamilton before the game. He said score should have been in the 60s, and Edgewood missed a bunch of layups. That is one thing that drives a coach crazy, is missed layups. Less than a minute to go. Shayla Chambers going to step back, hit the 3, and gets it. She's got 7, and it's a 16-point lead, the first 3 of the night for Edgewood. There is Chavez driving it past Lane. Misses the shot, gets fouled, and will go to the line. That will be on Miles. Her first, team's 9th. Chavez goes back to the line. 2 points tonight. Her Mr. Only free throw attempt. Shot is up and good. She's got 3 points tonight. One more. And it's no good. 1 of 3 from the line for Chavez. Jump ball. Trigg and Powell battling for it. Will be Edgewood ball. Now Coach Hamilton wants a 30-second timeout with 23 seconds left to go here before halftime. Well, so far the Edgewood Mustang JV is looking very good. They've gotten scoring from 7 of the 8 girls. Hannah Lane, the only one not to score yet. Allie Sarver leads the way with 8 points. Kara Clarke's got 6. Shayla Chambers has 7. And then the Sherfield twins with 2 apiece. Zoe Powell with 2, and Bella Miles with 2 for the Mustangs. So a very balanced scoring attack for Coach Hamilton and this Mustang JV squad. Up by 15 right now with 23 seconds before half. Sarver gets it to Chambers, back to Sarver. She didn't anticipate it. Was quick to react. Gets it to Clarke. Over to Miles, just throws it over her head out of bounds. It'll be Greencastle ball. So here comes Greencastle. Got to get it across the timeline. And they're going to call Den for the screen, moving screen, and that is her second, team's 8th. So 6 seconds to go for Edgewood, up by 15. Chambers, 4. She sees the clock. She's got to try to get up. Throws it up, no good, and we will go to halftime with Edgewood on top, 29-14. As we look at the highlights, there is the tough Edgewood defense getting the jump ball call, and then going the other way is Chavez through 2 defenders, getting the bucket, and then the Sherfield to Sarver. And then here's the steal from Zoe Powell up ahead to Claire Sherfield for the bucket. And this is what Edgewood's doing, getting good guard play, getting the ball to the girls underneath. Shayla Chambers takes it, spins around and gets the bucket to go. And then in the corner, Zellers with the 3. As we're at halftime, Edgewood leads 29-14 over Greencastle here on Smithville Sports. And we welcome you back to the Mustang Corral. Second half about to get underway here. The Edgewood JVs leading Greencastle 29-14 as we get ready for the second half of action. Glad you could join us for Edgewood Mustang basketball on Smithville Sports. I am Nick Jenkinson. And so far it is balanced scoring for the Mustangs. Allie Sarver leading the way with 8 points. Shayla Chambers with 7. Kara Clarke with 6. Carly and Claire Sherfield 2 apiece. Zoe Powell and Bella Miles 2 apiece. For Greencastle, Michaela Den with 5 points. Anna Zellers with 3. Reagan Chavez with 3. Sydney Doan with 2. And Juliet Tomichael with 1. Greencastle will get the ball here to start the third quarter of play. Sydney Doan back in. She did not play that second quarter. Most likely we'll see time in varsity. If you play both JV and varsity, you can play up to 5 quarters a night. So JV coaches always got to be careful on how many quarters you can play girls if you're playing both. So there is Chavez with the shot. It is no good. Claire Sherfield with the rebound. And Kara Clarke is on the floor along with Chambers, Bella Miles, and Allie Sarver. Bella Miles with the shot, no good. Sarver with the offensive board, and she gets the bucket, and she has 10 points. 31-14, Edgewood in control. Chavez gets it to Trigg, to Zellers. Chavez puts a shot up and good for her 5th point of the night. There is Chambers. There's a double team. Gets it to Claire Sherfield. Bella Miles on the baseline, and she likes that shot. That's her 2nd bucket from the baseline. 4 points tonight for Miles. Chavez, Trigg. Zellers, Trigg going to fire the 3. Misses it. Chambers with the rebound. She's going to bring it up the floor. Clarke going to take the wide open 3 off the top of the backboard. That's considered out of bounds and will be Greencastle ball. Here comes the Tiger Cubs. Trigg. Chavez. Edgewood packing in the lane on that zone. They always go out. There's the shot for Zellers off the mark. Long rebound chased down by Miles, but they said she stepped out of bounds and be Greencastle ball. Den's going to inbound it for the Tiger Cubs. Inside Doan, and then she gets called for the travel. Christian Arvin wants an explanation. And he'll get one as Edgewood comes the other way with it. Good bounce pass. Sarver couldn't hang on to it. And it will be Edgewood ball. It was last touched by Greencastle. So Clarke going to inbound it to Miles. Gets it to Claire Sherfield. And then intended for Allie Sarver out of bounds. Notice that Carly Sherfield and Zoe Powell not in the game at this moment. Probably going to be quartered by Kurt Simic. Both of them are on varsity. And then I think that was an overt back call on Edgewood. And Greencastle has it. Trigg taken away. Has to chase down. Lost out of bounds. And it will be Edgewood ball as it didn't touch it last. Chambers. Edgewood's got to make sure that they get these in on 5-second calls. They've been very close to getting called for that 5-second inbounds call. Chambers takes a nasty spill as Zellers commits the foul. That will be a first on Anna and the team's first in the second half. Chambers holding her head a little bit. Got to get it in. They do. There is Clarke. Gets it to Sherfield, misses the three. And then Chavez gets called for the travel as she was on the floor with the loose ball. Chambers keeps holding her head. The trainer asking Coach Hamilton maybe to have to see if they need to look at her. They got to get it in. Miles puts up the shot. No good, and then it's going to be Sarver called for over the back. That will be the first on her and the first team foul, as now Hannah Lane going to check in and Shayla Chambers going to get checked out by the trainers. Now Christian Arvin wants a 30-second timeout here with 3:53 to go in this third quarter. So you see the Greencastle Tiger Cubs, coached by Christian Arvin. Of course, the varsity Tiger Cubs come in at 1-0, won against Cascade 73-45 the other night. And Edgewood, of course, won 45-31. As Greencastle will inbound. Sydney Doan inbounds it to Kennedy Trigg. As Doan gets it, Zellers in the corner for three. Misses it, and here is Kara Clarke, got numbers. She's just going to take it herself, misses it, then gets the rebound, then Clarke ties her up, and it will be possession arrow with Edgewood. Edgewood impressive tonight on offense, but their defense never stops. Again, they've been waiting for this freshman group to get into the high school ranks, and they have arrived and looking to go 2-0 in JV play so far. Chavez gets it to Trigg, to Zellers, and then Zellers finds Bella Miles And here comes Edgewood in transition. Clarke just going to take it herself, throw it up there. A lot of contact, no call. Doan with the board. They've got Zellers up ahead. They find her, and she misses the shot. Here comes Claire Sherfield slicing and dicing through the Edgewood or Greencastle defense. Stops and pops, puts it up to Strong Lane with the rebound. Miles. And then taken away by Zellers. Going to go to the hole, gets fouled, and gets the bucket. She had Miles and Lane trailing her, and at the last minute, the foul was committed. Zellers gets the bucket, and that is on Miles, her second, team's second. And we'll send Anna Zellers to the line. 5'6" freshman with 5 points so far this evening. So Zellers, first free throw attempt is up and good, 33-19. There is the pressure from Greencastle. Sherfield getting past Chavez. Christian Arvin wants to travel. He's not going to get one. And then is going to be a foul on Chavez as she knocked Lane to the floor. So that is the second on Chavez. Team's second. Lane into Sarver. She can't hang on to it. Taken away. Here's Greencastle. Zellers stops, pops a three. No good. And it is Claire Sherfield with the rebound. Edgewood plays a lot faster than last year. Their JV really struggled last year, just 4 wins. But this is a group that has played together, and it shows. That will be a foul on Greencastle. That will be on Chavez, her third. Team's third, and then Chambers is coming back in. Audrey Brennan comes in, and Juliet Michael comes in, and it will be a full timeout for Edgewood here with 1:58 to go in the third quarter. 33-19. Looking ahead for Edgewood, they will host Bloomington South on Tuesday. They are scheduled to host South Putnam next Friday, but that may change because South Putnam's football team won their sectional last night over Traders Point Christian. They will host Indianapolis Lutheran in the regional next Friday night, so that game most likely to be moved. Edgewood will host Linton November 10th, and at Bloomfield November 13th, at White River Valley November 19th, at Cloverdale November 30th, December 3rd against South Vermilion in a game that was supposed to be played last night, December 7th at Cascade, December 8th at Shakamak. So they go on the road for 6 games, and then they're home December 14th against Indian Creek. They will be at the Eastern Green Tournament after Christmas. And then in New Year's, they will be Northview, Brown County, at Monrovia, Owen Valley, Eastern Green, then on the road for the WIC playoffs, and at home to close it out January 22nd against Bloomington North. Greencastle will play Owen Valley next week and then host Benton Central, then Southmont. Then they'll play in the Putnam County Tournament against North Putnam. So it's a busy November for both teams as basketball season underway. Edgewood with the ball. This is Shayla Chambers back in after taking a nasty hit and holding her head. So the trainers have cleared her. That she is fine. Gets it to Miles. Miles gets fouled. And that will be on Tom Michael, her second, team's fourth. So Chambers going to inbound it. Gets it to Clarke. Tries to find Sarver underneath the bounce pass, kicked out of bounds by Greencastle. Edgewood ball. Minute and a half to go here in quarter number 3. Miles to Chambers to Clarke. Nice bounce pass. Sarver wide open underneath, and she's got her 12th point. Edgewood up by 16. Shot up for Zeller, short, rebounded Miles. Into the hands of Claire Sherfield. Again, Claire and Carly Sherfield, twin sisters, the younger sisters of Aaron Sherfield, who played here a few years ago. She is here watching her sisters tonight. Shayla Chambers in the corner for 3, too strong, rebounded by Doan. Trigg to Brennan. To Trigg. Doan going to put up the shot, and it's good from the baseline. Her 4th point of the night. 35-21. Here comes the double team. Got to get it across. They do. And then Clarke to Miles. Miles loses her glasses and gets called for a travel. And then also gets, I think, a little hit across the face. 3 seconds to go. Got to get it up. Doan's going to attempt a half-court shot. It is way off the mark, and we'll go to the 4th quarter with the Mustangs up 35-21 here on Smithville Sports.
Welcome to Technology Powered by Smithville. Let our welcoming and friendly staff help you with your technology needs. Stop by to get Smithville Cellular Extra plans on the latest devices. Get routers and tech products at great prices. Plus, if you're a Smithville customer, you can pay your bill and change services. Come see us at the Clear Creek Crossing Plaza or check us out at smithville.com/technology. Technology powered by Smithville, Bloomington's communications and tech store.
As we welcome you back to the Mustang Corral, there is Christian Arvin, the JV coach for Greencastle. His Tiger Cubs trailing 35-21 as we get ready for quarter number 4. Glad you could join us for Edgewood Mustang basketball here on Smithville Sports. I am Nick Jenkinson, and Greencastle outscored Edgewood 7-6 in that quarter. The Mustangs in the first half, it was outscored Greencastle 16-4 in the first quarter and 13-10 in quarter number 2. It was 29-14 at the half for Edgewood. There is Mark Hamilton, the JV coach. Got to be happy with what he has seen from this JV team. All freshmen tonight. All 8 girls are freshmen. Michaela Schooling, the lone sophomore, not in uniform tonight for the JV team. Edgewood victorious the other night over West Vigo. They are 7 minutes away from going to 2-0. And then Trigg stepped on the line. That is considered an over and back. And the ball will go to Edgewood. So Chambers, Claire Sherfield. Powell is back in. And Chambers down the lane and can't get it to go, but she'll go to the line. Sarver is also in, and Kara Clarke in as well. So it looks like Kurt Simic holding out Carly Sherfield so she could play up to 3 quarters in Varsity tonight, as Shayla Chambers misses the free throw. 5'6" freshman. She's had a nice game tonight, 7 points. Misses her free throws. Den with the rebound. Trigg going to take it up, gets fouled, and will go to the line. That will be the 4th foul on Claire Sherfield. team's third. So Kennedy Trigg at the line, 5'3" sophomore. We'll see her possibly tonight in varsity. See her maybe one quarter as she misses that free throw. 0-3 tonight for Trigg from the line. And one more is good. Good for Trigg. She's got her first points of the night. Here comes that pressure, and Powell gets called for the carry call. It'll be Greencastle ball. .13 lead for the Mustangs. There is Zellers, too strong, rebounded by Claire Sherfield. Again, just like her older sister Erin, handles the ball well, and there's the nice bounce pass to a wide open Allie Sarver. And Allie Sarver tonight with 14. Trigg takes it the other way, gets fouled, and will go to the line. Well, Edgewood definitely has an inside presence tonight with Allie Sarver and her 14 points. As that will go on Clarke, her second, team's fourth. And Trigg hits the free throw. As one more for Trigg. And she gets that to go. As shot is up, no good by Sherfield. And it'll be Greencastle ball. Chavez gonna take it herself, too strong. There is Sherfield. Knocked away by Doan, out of bounds, going into the hallway. And it will be Edgewood ball. Edgewood inbounds it. Chambers. Powell puts it up to just short. Den with the rebound to Trigg. And it will be a foul. That will be on Claire Sherfield. And that will be it for her. She has fouled out of this game with 2 points. At the 5:35 mark to go. Now Bella Miles will replace her. There is Trigg, gets to the bucket, gets fouled, will go to the line. Zoe Powell with the foul, her first. And the team's sixth. Trigg at the line. Gets the free throw to go. And Greencastle has cut this to 12. One more for Trigg, and it is good. It is now an 11-point Edgewood lead. Greencastle not going away, but that full court pressure. Chambers gets it over to Clarke, got Miles underneath. Doan deflects it into the hands of Chavez. Chavez stops, pops in the lane, off the mark, no good, and Miles with the board. Gets it to Powell. Zeller's in front of her. Edgewood's got to close it out here. Gets it, bounce past Miles, baseline too strong. And it was knocked out of bounds, last touch by Greencastle, Edgewood ball. Clarke inbounds it to Chambers. There's Trigg. Knocks it away. Trigg the other way. Misses the shot. Gets her own board. Too strong. Doan with the rebound. Gets it out. Chavez saves it. Greencastle down 11 here, approaching 4.5 to go. There is Trigg. Shot up and good for Trigg. And Greencastle has cut this to 9. Now Chavez takes a hard hit to the floor. And she will get called for the foul. That's her 4th, team's 6th. Again, 9-point lead for Edgewood. Miles, baseline shot is good. She's got 6. That's her favorite spot, is that baseline shot. 11-point lead for the Mustangs. Varsity to follow here in about 20 minutes. Trigg, Zellers. Blocked by Powell. Sarver with the rebound. Chambers. Clarke. Gonna throw it up and just get fouled and go to the line. That will be on Michaela Den. That's her 4th and the team's 7th. Edgewood in the 1-on-1. And this is Kara Clarke, the freshman, 5'6". And she gets the free throw to go. Lead is 12. One more for Clarke. She's got 7. And free throw is missed. Into the hands of Chavez. Here comes Edgewood. Chambers knocks it away. Now Trigg and Powell in a battle. They're going to call the jump ball, and it's going to be going to give it to Edgewood. There is Powell. Puts it up. Too strong. Rebound by Sydney Doan. Trigg. Just trying to get contact. They're going to call Clarke for the foul. Her 3rd, team 7th, 1-on-1 now for both teams. As Kennedy Trigg at the line. 5 of 6 from the line here in the 4th quarter. She makes it 6 of 7. She'll have one more. Getting this lead cut to 11. And she misses that free throw, and Sarver with the board. Chambers, double team, down tries to find Miles. She does not see it go past her, and it'll be out of bounds. Now Coach Hamilton wants a timeout here with 3:09 to go in the 4th quarter. Well, Greencastle doing everything they can to keep this game close, but they just can't seem to get over that hump. They get the lead down to about 9 points, and Edgewood seems to respond. As you look at this freshman group of Lady Mustangs up and coming, it's been last year was a struggle for the varsity. 12-13, lost to Owen Valley 51-24 in the first round of the sectional. They averaged 43.7, gave up 47.2. They were 6-4 at home a season ago, the Lady Mustangs. 5-6 on the road, 1-3 on a neutral floor. Last year, of course, graduated, was Taylor Acuff, Malia Shockney, Claire Phillips, and Mary Beth Gardner and Alex Hubner. 12.8 points a game for Shockney, 8.8 for Acuff, 7.1 for Claire Phillips. Again, last year, Edgewood, the walking wounded, they had several girls that missed several games due to injuries last season, but Kurt Simic happy that he's got a healthy group of Mustangs this year, including Allie Spear. He told me before the game that no player has worked harder than Allie Spear this offseason, and she is 100% healthy and good to go. He did not have Kaylee Meyer available Tuesday night because she did not have enough practices after cross country, but he told me that she is good to go tonight. She's got all her 10 practices in, and so she is cleared to go tonight. And Coach Simic happy to have her motor back out there on the floor with this young group. As it was knocked out of bounds. And they're going to call the foul on Trigg, her third, team's 8th. This will send Clarke back to the line, as it is no good. Rebound by Doan. Edgewood again struggling at the free throw line. There is Doan. Gets it to Den inside. She is fouled. And that will be on Shayla Chambers, her first, team's 8th. Michaela Den at the line's got 5 points tonight. And she misses that free throw. 1 of 3 for Den tonight at the line. Got one more. It is up and good. She's got 6. This lead is at 10. Here comes that pressure from Greencastle. Tries to double team the ball handler. Powell's got Sarver underneath, puts up the shot, gets the roll, and will go to the line to complete the 3-point play. Allie Sarver has been a force inside tonight for the Mustangs. That'll be on Trigg, her force. Sarver misses the free throw. Rebound to Greencastle, down by 12. Approaching 2 minutes to go here in the game. Here is Chavez, Zellers, Trigg. Chavez, shot up, no good. Clarke gonna throw it up there, and the Greencastle fans not happy about that one, as they're going to call Doan for the foul. They think she just went straight up. She's explaining that to Chris Bruce. He says, nope, you fouled her. And Kara Clarke at the line. She misses the free throw. Now, Christian Arvin saying the same thing, saying that was straight up, but the officials don't agree. And Clarke with the second free throw good. Lead is 13. Greencastle not giving up. They just seem to get this lead down to 10 or 9 and then just can't get over the hump. Now they got to play with a big sense of urgency. They're trying to work it around to get the good shot. They're looking around. Doan's going to fire it from the baseline, and good. She's got 6. Lead is 11. There's Powell. Gets past 2 Tiger Cubs. Contact with Doan, no call. Was lost out of bounds. It'll be Edgewood ball. There was a lot of contact there, no call. Officials letting a lot of things go. Trigg steals it, and she gets it to go. Lead is now 9, and here comes the pressure. Now Greencastle wants to travel, doesn't get that one. Chambers puts up the shot, too strong. Miles with the offensive board and put back. Bella Miles has 8, and the lead is now 11. Here is, again, Greencastle trying to play with a sense of urgency. Trigg gonna go pass, throw it up, no good. Rebound by Powell. And if that is Trigg, that is all for her, and it is. And she will foul out with 27 seconds to go here in the 4th. And then Juliet Tomichael and Audrey Brennan going to check it back in for the Tiger Cubs. So this will send Zoe Powell to the line. She's got 2 points tonight. She also on varsity. She could play 2 quarters for varsity if needed. And she gets her 3rd point of the game. It's a 12-point Mustang lead. Edgewood's going to improve to 2-0 in JV. Greencastle going to fall to 1-1. But an impressive performance tonight from the Lady Mustangs. Led throughout. Brennan misses the shot, and it will be Edgewood ball. Led 29-14 at half, 35-21 at the end of the 3rd quarter, and they are going to win this one 46-34. And a good win for the Lady Mustangs as they improve to 2-0 on the JV season. As we look at the highlights, there is Anna Zellers for Greencastle, taking it the other way, getting the bucket. But a good performance offensively, and this girl, Allie Starver, leads the way for the Lady Mustangs tonight. Kennedy Trigg did well for Greencastle. You see off the inbound, Bella Miles loves that baseline jump, that baseline shot. You see Sarver way underneath. They feed it to her. She gets the lucky bounce and the bucket. And then Kennedy Trigg the steal and the basket. As your final score, Edgewood 46, Greencastle 34. For all the hardworking women and men behind the scenes, I am Nick Jenkinson. Varsity comes up here in 20 minutes on Smithville Sports.